Good morning, students. As I told you earlier, and I told you again, that in coming 2 3 episodes, I will explain you the topic noun. Students, when we speak, we use words. We use the words like Jaipur, Agra, Pakistan, Rajat, table, flock, scissors, happiness, sugar, cotton, water, etc. To name something. These words are names of some place, person, thing, feeling, or an idea. In grammar, such names are called nouns. They are of different types. A noun can refer to anything that is living or non living, animate or inanimate. Here, we will try to understand the noun and its kinds. Proper nouns and common nouns. Proper nouns are nouns that refer to specific people, places, or things. Proper nouns like Rajasthan, Narendra, or Taj Mahal are capitalized to show their distinction from common nouns such as state, man, or building. Proper nouns do not make plurals. Now, the common nouns. Common nouns A common noun is a more generalized version of a proper noun which names a specific living or non living thing, place, or idea. Common nouns refer to general unspecific categories. So, while Rajasthan is a proper noun because it names a specific state, state is a common noun because it can refer to any state. Concrete noun and abstract noun. Concrete nouns are simply those nouns that can be experienced physically rather than abstractly. As we are usually taught that nouns are people, places, and things, most nouns are concrete nouns. Take a look around you and you will see many examples of concrete nouns. If a noun is not concrete, then it is an abstract noun. The two often work hand in hand, with concrete nouns supporting abstract nouns. For example, happiness is an abstract noun that cannot be seen, but the smile that expresses the feeling can be seen, so it is concrete one. You can tell if something is a concrete noun because you experience it through one of your five senses: sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch. If you cannot see, hear, taste, touch, or smell the person or thing, it is not a concrete noun. It will be an abstract noun. Concrete nouns are found in all categories of noun: common nouns, proper nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, collective nouns, singular nouns, plural nouns. To better understand concrete nouns, take a look at the examples below. For example, when we see, so when we see, then what kind of nouns that can be? If we see a dog, it is a common noun, but it is still a what? Concrete noun. Ramesh, suitcase, air, team, cat, women, all these things we can see, and these nouns are what? Concrete nouns. Now, when we hear whistling, twinkle, sounds, music, core, noise, chops, these are the nouns which we can hear, and they are concrete nouns. Now, the nouns of taste: stick, peace, medicine, entry, bile, cakes, etc. We can smell perfume, see spray, hard. These are concrete nouns. Touch: skin, merino, pennies, baggage, troop, chair, puppies. All these we can touch. So these are again the concrete nouns. Now let's look at the abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are the opposite of concrete nouns. These are nouns that name things you cannot see, smell, taste, hear, or touch. They refer to emotions, ideas, concepts, beliefs, or your state of being. Examples of abstract nouns include love, bigotry, acceptance, democracy, maturity, anticipation, progress. Now, to decide whether a noun is concrete or abstract, ask yourself if you can see, hear, taste, smell, or touch it. If so, it is concrete. If not, it is abstract. Concrete and abstract nouns are both real, but one is physical presence and the other is not. Concrete nouns represent things that can be experienced through the five senses. Abstract nouns refer to ideas and concepts that cannot be sensed on a physical level. Understanding the difference between them will help you describe and explain these nouns appropriately in your writing. So, friends, I have told you about the noun, proper noun and common noun, concrete noun and abstract noun. For now, here I will stop, and again in the next episode I will tell you about countable nouns, mass nouns, and collective nouns. Thank you. Thank you very much for listening and watching the video. Thank you.